The Garden of Gethsemane. After Jesus had shared his Last Supper with his disciples, he sat back and looked around for his dear friends. "I give you my new commandment," he said. "Love each other as I have loved you. By doing this, everyone will know that you are my followers." "Lord, you've been talking all night as if you're leaving us," Peter protested. "Yes," Jesus said gently. "I'm going away, and where I'm going, you won't be able to follow me. For a while at least." "Why can I follow you now?" Peter asked. "I'm ready to die for you." Jesus smiled sadly. "Are you really, my friend?" he asked. "By the time this night is out, and the clock has crowned me 3 times at dawn, you will have denied 3 times that you even know me." "Never," Peter said, choking with sorrow. "Never." And all the disciples agreed strongly. "Don't be upset," Jesus tried to comfort them. "I'm going to prepare a place for you in my Father's house. And I will return for you for a short while before I have to go away again for good. Even then, when you are no longer able to see me, I will always live in your hearts. Later, when the time is right, you will follow me and will be able to be together again. Until then, do what I have done tonight as a way of reminding me. Be at peace and be happy for me that I am going to be with my Father." Jesus looked around at his friends, gloomy faces. "Now, come," he said gently. "Let's go to the Mount of Olives. I would like to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane for a while." As they walked through the moonlight together, Jesus gave the disciples many more important instructions. He knew he only had a short time left to talk to them. When they finally reached the entrance of the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus saw that the anxious men were exhausted. "Rest here while I go pray," he told most of them. But he turned to Peter, James, and John and said, "I know you are my friends, but you have come along with me." The 3 of them only to please Jesus' company. They had never seen him look around strained or troubled before. "My heart feels like it's breaking," Jesus sighed heavily. When they had gone a little way, "You will stay while I pray." James, Peter, and John watched as Jesus sank to his knees, his head in his hands. "Father," I cried silently. Jesus prayed that perhaps he might not have to face the suffering he knew lay ahead. After a long while, Jesus turned to Peter, James, and John, but saw they had fallen asleep. So Jesus prayed again. He felt the sin of all the world weighing upon his shoulders, and he knew that the full horror of what was going to come. Once more Jesus turned to his friends, but they were still asleep, and Jesus prayed again, willingly accepting his suffering. He had the face so that the people could once again pray each day. God, at least, Jesus finished praying. Peter, James, and John were still asleep, but at the moment, Judas Iscariot arrived, accompanied by a band of guards. At the noise of the guards, swords, chains, and the light from the flaming torch, the disciples woke startled. "Master," Judas said calmly, greeting Jesus with his usual kiss. At the preparing sign of the guards, grabbed Jesus. After the brief commotion and the panic, the disciples fled to their lives into darkness.